Hello, people of YouTube. My name is Steve Gray, and thank you for watching. And holy freaking crap, man, this episode had me on the edge of my seat the entire time. This season just keeps getting better, definitely making up for the massive disappointment season 5 was. So we're on season 6, episode 8. We start off with Giga just doing his typical rampage through everything. We have Momo and 1A and 1B creating this plan in order to basically take Giga down. We have no idea what the status of Miss Midnight is. We have at one point it's asked, she's alive, right? Everything will be fine. And then Mina says, yeah, everything's going to be fine. Nothing to worry about there. But the real question is we don't know, because we didn't see villains attacking her this episode, but the end of last episode it looked like there was 4 villains running up on her. So I really don't know how that whole situation is going to pan out, if Midnight's going to be all right or not. But moving on, we have Mudman here, basically dousing everything. We have Momo getting everything ready. She's actually putting bombs in the mud to help slow him down. Mount Lady, and I think it's Keanu Woods, I believe is the name. I could be wrong. Just slowing him down. Everybody that has some sort of rope tactic, basically sinking him into the mud, trying to force his mouth open. They're saying it's unfair, but it's unfair for them, not unfair for Makia. He is just wreaking havoc. Dabi ends up burning Jiro at one point. We think that Electro here, I'm forgetting all the names, is going to zap them, but Mr. Compress here just blasts him away. He gets hit with like a giant thing of rubble. They all try to throw in the anesthetic. He blows it all away. Dabi then kind of explains his quirks, or basically everything he has set up is so he can't feel pain. I don't think he has his nerve endings are all severed, so he doesn't feel pain. Everything about him is meant to make him stronger and last as long as possible on the battlefield. Basically he's calling him a true guardian. Dabi ends up using his he has this, I don't know if he can if this is his normal breathing or he just has a crazy air quirk to put out fire and blast people away from them. Air and fire, as we know, don't mix well, and he ends up lighting the entire forest on fire. Mount Lady is on top trying to force his mouth open to get him to, basically keep it open long enough for someone to put the anesthesia in there. All of these, part of Class A is divided. They can't get through the heat. Some of them can, like Mina. She has this Acid Man quirk, and it enables her to get through in. We think she's going to be able to do it, but then Mina kind of freezes up. So this was the terrifying guy she met a few years back before she started at UA. And, she's crying, and basically her mindset put her back to that state. Where she froze just long enough for Giga to get his hand free and cause, Mount Lady to pass out. Oh my god, I'm forgetting his name. Red Riot, there we go. I remember the hero name at the very least. He bounces in to save Mina. He basically, Giga's here is basically telling all of his comrades, hold tight, and they are slowing him down. Not only are these guys slowing him down, obviously the heroes are slowing him down too. So Red Riot gets up. Toga actually quickly breaks one of the vials with a knife. I don't know if I'll be able to catch it here. But lucky he was able to also catch Mina's vial. Looks like we have a couple of guns. I'm assuming Momo produced them. I'm not 100% sure. To basically pause it long enough where the aesthetic does actually go in his throat, gets in his mouth, and he drinks it. So hopefully he'll be passed out. Momo even indicates that the quicker he moves, the quicker the aesthetics will take effect. So they're actually trying to clear a path. But then he kind of transforms. He gets even bigger somehow, which is not good. I don't know if he's actually going to be affected by the anesthetic or not, being that he just grew sizes. Anesthesia is based on the size, how much you weigh and your height, things along those lines. So if he gets bigger, will it affect him enough to put him to sleep, or is it just going to kind of make him drowsy and slow down? Tomuru, on the other hand, he looks like he's down for the count. And he looks like he's done. Just like he can't do anything. He's hurt. His eyes are beat white. There's really nothing that he can do. He indicates, basically he said that his master told him that, the only reason that heroes save weak people is so that way they put more money in the system and they get paid more. And that it also destroys families as well. We get a preview of, basically his family getting ripped apart. The All Might's master basically getting rid of her son so that way he can't be used as a weapon against her. We get a little preview of that. Tomuru does manage to grab Gran Torino. Here's that little preview, as I mentioned. Her basically saying, I have no child. I don't know if Gran Torino's the father. That's what I was kind of curious. We never really got, who's the father of her child. I honestly don't know. Maybe we did hear about that in the past. I'm not 100% sure. But based on this image right here, pretty confident Gran Torino just got killed. So even without his powers, I mean, in retrospect, Gran Torino is an old man at this point, so age is definitely playing a factor in that as well. Shigaraki was able to kill him, and I'm pretty confident. They haven't directly said, "Oh, he's dead," but this triggers Deku to go after him with Black Whip. He is actually grabbing him by the neck, like Shigaraki was. I think it was in season 1, maybe 2, when he met him in the mall. His hand around his neck. He's like, I can't forgive you. And he's fully planning on blinding him. He was like, he's having a hard time holding him. He's going to use Black Whip to blind him. He actually ends up going 100% with his arm again, smashing him down, messing up his arm again, doing stupid things that he shouldn't be doing. He should be using his Black Whip and just blinding him instantly. Shigaraki is even strong enough to cut through the number 10 hero's armor. You can see him biting into his arm. There's some blood going down. Definitely got some graphic. And then we kind of end with Aiwazawa getting hit by one of the Quark Eraser bullets that Shigaraki has hidden away. That was the main reason they were trying to stop him from getting to Aizawa. Was one, obviously they need him to use his quirk still on Tomuru, because if he doesn't use his quirk, we've seen what happens. And then 2, obviously we don't want to stop him from losing his quirk at all, because essentially Eraserhead is the most essential right here. Now it looks like by the end of it he still has his quirk, so I'm wondering if he has some sort of shin guard or armor, or wasn't able to penetrate all the way through. We don't know. But it got him right in the leg. Based on the preview for next episode, Tomuru has his abilities back. So the only thing at this point that could, help them is if Eri shows up and gives his power back. So if Eri is able to control her power in order to give him his power back, along with Lemillion, then we're good. If not, Shigaraki's about to get full blast. Now, it looks like he's in a bad situation right here. I don't know. But as you can see, Deku's arm is trashed. He should have used his legs. He just keeps beating the crap out of his arm. I don't know if this is going to be the time where Deku can no longer use that arm anymore. Because, look at it. He's mangled his limbs so many friggin' times that I honestly don't know. Apparently something is exploding inside Bakugo. So I guess Bakugo, maybe he is going to go 1v1 with Shigaraki and probably get his ass kicked next episode. But who knows? But, wow. What an episode. We have potentially 2 deaths. Midnight possibly dead. Gran Torino possibly dead. Shigaraki pretty much the second Eraser's quirk is done, he gets all his regenerative abilities. So he's 100%. The second, Aizawa Eraserhead can no longer look at him, he's going to be at 100% again. All of his wounds that they've slowed him down, they're going to heal, and he is just going to wreck everybody. I don't know, but it's just kind of ridiculous where they were kind of like letting him say his speech and everything. But I guess, Hiruma, one last time, you got to drag out the battle a little bit, but it didn't feel dragged out. But at the same time, you got to pause. You got to catch your breath. Endeavor's got to get his breath back in order to, deal the final blow. And they weren't able to do that. It looks like Shigaraki's going to be loose. And I don't know. I'm assuming he has the ability to steal people's quirks. We haven't seen that yet, being that he wasn't fully completed. And if he does get away, he's going to get fully completed. And I don't know what's going to happen next. I really don't. I'm guessing Bakugo's going to get his butt kicked next episode. Midoriya's going to... The heroes are going to take a huge L. I mean, they just took a huge L right here, but they're going to take a bigger loss. And he's probably going to get away, I think is what's going to happen. Maki is going to grab him. They're going to run away. And they're going to have to regroup and figure out the next plan of attack. We're probably going to get a training montage or something. We're 8 episodes deep. There's 2 cores to this. We're getting 24 episodes, to my knowledge, of this. So we got a long way to go. And I don't know what's going to happen the rest of the season. If it's just going to be one giant fight until the very end, keep continuously going on, or if they're going to do other things, side projects or something, or whatever. But wow, as I said, edge of my seat the entire time. Now, this one gets a 9 out of 10 just because I was slightly annoyed the heroes didn't act a little bit faster. But at the same time, with just the sheer power behind Shigaraki, what are you going to do? There's really nothing you can do about that. Hit that subscribe button, turn on that notification bell, leave a like, comment what you want to see for future anime cartoon related videos. I'll be getting Uzaki-chan, a little clip of that up. I will be getting Spy X Family as well up within today, tomorrow. This is kind of the big episode for Saturday, the longer review episode, but yeah, we can look forward to those as well. Thank you for watching, and as always, have a good one.